What is up, guys? My name is Robin and welcome back to the park on my channel, Robster Goes Raw. I finally got it to work. It's all fine. Or as fine as it can be for however it's running, which is good. So I think it dropped me off just before the Ferris wheel, so let's just go on up. How do you
Callum, where did you go?
Callum! Problem child.
Mommy is coming, Callum!
Don't remember hearing that noise last time.
Stay where you are! Where are you? Callum!
Callum! I know, I assume, just like with the other rides, I do in fact have to get on this Ferris wheel. Okay. Where's the inn?
Callum? Callum!
Where's the inn? Is it around the side? Oh, where am I going? There's a tree in my face. What is happening? No, that's back down to the bumper cars.
Mommy is coming, Callum. Don't be afraid.
It's weird how it does that little bubble effect.
Stay where you are.
Like sometimes.
Where are you, Callum?
Like that, it's weird. Oh, have I just got to go through here? Oh, I was being dumb. I'm sorry, guys. What was that? Read page. Continue delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals, so they believe a lot of the rumours about Old Man Henderson, about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on these tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, the fools are crossing themselves against the fools are crossing themselves against the imminent magic. Of course, this is why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thoughts of all of that power just disappearing beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called a few times. I called for a few favours back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they did, and it turns out Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans that I am missing. So, recap on the last episode. My character, this woman, has lost her child, who is Callum, and we're trying to find him. But I think this is all in her head, and she's gone through some electroshock therapy. She doesn't think she's a good mother, so I think this might be all in her head. But it's something, this park has something to do with, like, dark energy, and I think this was a park that she probably used to go to with her son, but not anymore. Because this is very clearly shut down and abandoned. There's a baby crying in my ear. Why is that? Oh, what's going on? Where am I bumping into? Oh, the corner. What the fuck is... Oh, that was the out. I need to go to the inn.
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
Jason!
Where are you?
Jason! Oh, heavy rain. You can hear a baby crying. Examine report.
So they are going to close this place down.
It looks pretty closed down already to me. Inspector's comments. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is this inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all the safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Winter and the senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political condescension. I can't read for shit today. It's my day off. My brain's been turned off. Condescension should be set aside in commending Atlantic Island Park. The rides at first glance appear well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents at the park during the last few years and during construction lead me to believe that there is something wrong with the base level of construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. So here is a partial list of the facilities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Fatalities. Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster car derailed. Okay. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs when riding the Oglotron. Okay, Octotron. 3 suicides from the top of a Ferris wheel. Bad times. A child seriously injured on the circulator. I don't know what that is. Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. 1 report of drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume of incidents means that that it is my strongest recommendation that Atlanta should be closed immediately. I agree that it should be closed, but I think it's already closed personally. Over a dozen children are missing from the House of Horrors. Are they still missing? Did they get found? Why was this place allowed to function if there were over a dozen children missing in the first place? Let's get this ride to a steady stop. And ride the Ferris wheel. Ooh. No, I don't want to go down, I want to go on. Hi! I can't remember what your name is. Ferris wheel. Am I gonna see another spoopy guy? Am I gonna feel the need to commit suicide if so many people have committed suicide at the top of this thing? I don't want that to happen. That'd be a bad.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died.
Oh,
According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
So that's why she started to... I'm not saying she started to become a bad mother, but that's when she started to have, like, problems. I don't... Whoa there, mister. Who are you? That's like a small version. Is this the guy that's been, like... It's not there anymore. This must be in her head. I'm not, like... This game is interesting because I don't think I would class her as a bad mother. I think she just got really ill. And that affected her relationship with Callum. That doesn't mean she was a bad mother. I think everything probably just got on top of her.
Callum? Callum! Stay where you are!
What is this? Take roller coaster ticket. Okay. What just happened? Alright, this way's open now. So it's this way. Okay, so I got a roller coaster ticket from a doll. Thanks, lovely.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people!
Wow.
You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave.
Whoa.
Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
She has got some serious mental issues going on here. Like, everyone deals with parenthood differently, obviously. But no. But I don't think she's being purposely...
I always wanted to write this one. Never got around to do it before.
I think she's just ill, isn't she? This is intriguing. I'm intrigued. It's interesting. Hello, friend.
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
Which has him now? Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
It's just in her head. The witch, as in Hansel and Gretel. That we're referring to Hansel and Gretel. Hey, Penny. See, that looks like a hospital to me. This is so in her head. But what is going on with Callum? Whoa, what did that say? Gravity, something gravity. You can see the top bit there. Not safe. I can taste your dreams. weird. This is interesting more than anything. Keep your hands and feet inside the cart at all times. Okay. So, obviously, she's in some kind of institution, correct? That's where I feel this is going. But why is she there? Did she do something to Callum is my question of right now. Did she do something to Callum? Flashlight. Oh, we gonna go in the House of Horrors?
The witch awaits.
Hello?
I'm not playing anymore, Callum!
So we gotta backtrack. I think she did something to Callum.
This isn't a game, Callum! Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me.
Right.
I can save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
Okay. This place, regardless of whether it's in her head or not, like right now, which I think it is somewhere that exists in real life too. Right? And this dark nexus, I think, is probably feeding off of happiness and joyfulness and excitedness of being at a theme park. You go to a theme park and you're happy. And that's why Callum has been taken by whatever dark spirits are working here. Sorry, Penny, I just hit Penny in the face. She was jumping down and I was moving my hand around. But his mum, the character we're playing as, has a lot of dark thoughts. So if the park's grounds are siphoning happiness from people, and that's how it's kind of keeping like functionality going, is the fact that she has more dark thoughts affecting what's happening.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Yesterday evening, visitors of Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse is yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsworth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, the owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement: "It is a true tragedy when something like this occurs, especially in the place that's designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff of Atlantic Island Park offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with authorities to help bring the case to rest." The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on the story going forward. Cotton Candy Corpse leaves sour taste in park goers' mouths, by Howie Loren.
Callum, where are you?
How was this place not shut down before?
can help you, Callum.
Weird sounds are picking up.
Callum? Callum!
I want to make sure I've kind of covered as much ground as I can here.
Come back!
Because the story is being told through the notes and articles, isn't it, really?
I'm not playing anymore, Callum!
A bit like Outlast was. Whack-a-jack.
I can help you, Callum.
Where am I supposed to be going?
This isn't a game, Callum!
You check behind these things. Can't go in there. What's in there?
Callum, where are you?
I thought we'd be going to the haunted house. But cotton candy. Oh, this is the cotton candy machine. Ah.
Callum? Callum! Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
Who is it?
Come back!
Who is it? Now you're a creepy clown face. Whoa! Hi!
I can help you, Callum.
Okay. What was that guy's, the chipmunk guy's name? I can't remember. I can't remember what he was called. Right, which way did I come? Because it seems like I'm locked in here until I find whatever it is I'm supposed to find, correct? Because didn't I come from this way? Because there's Lev roller coaster. So what else am I supposed to find? I found the dead body. That side's not open yet. Examine the corpse. Got the jump scare from Chipmunk Man. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Ooh, what's this? Oh, wait. Take pills.
These are mine.
Are they? Pills here. Fuck gravity. Oh, this is what the thing said on the walls. Fuck gravity. I can taste your dreams, not safe. The League. Only dead fish follow the stream. Your mother. Say no to gravity. All that you love will be carried away. 1980s. Where am I? I mean, well, I'm in a hospital, obviously. This is really lagging my game out right now. There we go. What is happening about the body? Body's still there. Was a chipmunk called Chad? I feel like the chipmunk was called Chad. Who are you?
Callum.
Are you the dude?
I'm sorry.
Chad. Turn around. See, he's preventing me from going through that gate for some reason. Let me go through. What's with all the teddies?
Don't leave me here, Callum.
Don't touch me.
Callum! This newspaper the same? Oh no. Future Times by Laurel and Hardy. Laurel and Hardy, that's what it's supposed to be. The lols of. Belly button is signature of the personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. Every 17th child is a magnet of for sinfulness and omniscient by broken fires of the. What is this? We don't believe the earth belongs to battered goats and shamrock after birth. Only the truly naked wrens of righteous ignitation are served by Warcrest. What is all this? Alright, I'm just going to follow Callum.
Forgive me, Callum.
You ain't got time where to get back now, are you? No turnies aroundies. Oh man, did she self-harm?
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I've always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
I think he is too. Going in. Ooh, loading screen. It's like a whole new section. Oh, phone, behave. Okay, what horrors await us in here? This is thoroughly spooky. Already. Although I am kind of expecting cheap horror house. shenanigans. Done. Atlantic Island Park closed its gates. I can't. Alright, it got closed. That's basically what it said. And he kind of trying to figure out how to carry on with the thing. The dark energy. Chad the Chipmunk. Yep. What is this? Are you powering your... Are they guns? They're like gun drills. Are you powering them with your breath, sir? Okie doke. I love haunted houses. They're my favourite thing to go to at a theme park. There was one right here. Where'd it go? It gone bye-bye. I don't actually think there's much longer of this game left, so I'm gonna just keep going for now. See what happens. Hello, Mr. Werewolf. You look like the werewolf from Wolf Among Us, which I'm so excited to have another season of soon. Hopefully next year. Chad. Am I being haunted by the ghost of Chad? That's the guy. Oh, I can hear scritchy scratchies. Oh, it might just be the light going out. The Haunted Mansion, right? If you guys have ever been to Disneyland, the Haunted or Disneyland, Disney World, whichever one you've been to, it's at both. The Haunted Mansion, the Haunted Mansion ride there. It's terrifying. That one got me. I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. I'm going this way. I feel like I'm probably supposed to go a different way though. I can't read these, I'm not going to bother. So this is where the shadow of the dude was. Okay. So let's go back. Because there was some more curtains. Yeah, the Haunted Mansion ride. The film Haunted Mansion, hilariously funny. And, you know, it was like a kid, it's spooky if you're a kid, it's like a kid's horror film. But for an adult, hilariously funny. It's got Eddie Murphy in it. But where am I going? The theme park ride, more actual terrifying than funny. Still fun, but more terrifying than funny. But I like being scared. So that's just what I like to do with my life. That's why I mainly play horror games on the channel. Okay, so there's nothing down there. So, where am I actually going? What's this way? Oh, you're new. You was on these skater dudes. Ha 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 ha. This is like Spoopy's House of Jump Scares, but real life version of it. Huh. Oh, this looks fun. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my Callum?
What have you done with him?
Sir, I'm coming in. Yeah. Nope. Okay, this is that room that didn't have a door last time. Are we going to be in a looping hallway situation right here? Circus Nightmares. Nightmare Circus, sorry. By Ferin Com. Q. It's just a book. Looks like a book. Horror books are also... I have a pretty hefty collection of
After
horror
they let me
novels.
out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Disconnect notice. After multiple attempts to collect a payment, we regret to inform you that your service has been disconnected or will be disconnected shortly. Please do the following. Make the payment listed on your last bill. Contact us on 555-7868 and we can arrange a payment plan so that you can be reconnected. You can be immediately reconnected. If you believe this is an error, call us on 555-7896-69 to discuss your options. If you are unable to make a payment, please contact your local welfare office to discuss a placement for you and your loved ones. Winter in Maine is cold and brutal. Don't face it without electricity. The Dunwich Power Company. So she couldn't pay her bills. Hunger, the true story of the Donners. This like a retelling of Hansel and Gretel. Oh no. Mine's kind of funny when they say they found themselves stranded in the... Okay. So she liked her literature. A lot she liked her literature. She liked her horror literature, more specifically. The Wilting. So... if that's the case... Aw, I love you from Callum. If that's the case, is this all actually made up from her imagination from the books and it doesn't actually exist? Read up on this: milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Remember, drop off Callum, electricity bills, fix faucet. Okay, I don't know if these doors will ever open, but we'll just keep trying. We're back in. It's a looping corridor. Lorraine, I received your letter and I'm quite surprised. You ran off with your father all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map and then when I fully track you down, refused to answer any of my calls, and now you write to me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, I just can't do it. Maybe one day it will be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I am not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again. Karen. So that's her mum. What a bitch. Miss Millard, as we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicines. If you feel at any time like you are suffering a relapse, please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you to continue in good health. Dr. Spencer, Dunwich Medical Emergency Services. So she was definitely in a hospital. I remember these space hoppers. Not space hoppers, they were the other ones. I had one of them when I was younger. A space hopper and one of them. I was a spoiled child. Okay, Lorraine seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our decisions to obvious that these episodes cite from the grief of losing her partner Don, who died about 6 months ago. There are also several unresolved issues with the father. After being kept under careful observation, we provided standard treatment for this disorder, including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. So she did. She went through electroshock therapy. Miss Miller and Kramer state, our inquiry into the state of Mr. Donald Williams has been complete, and we regret to inform you that the primary beneficial of his estate, including the life insurance settlement for accidental death, were listed to Rose Williams and Richard Williams of the New York State, the deceased parents. Our agency made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially with regards to the birth of Donald's son Callum. Unfortunately, they were not whatever in our I can't read that last bit and they specified that without the legal proof of biological relations, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monies from Donald's estate. They have asked that you no longer contact them regarding the matter. I understand that this may have a negative impact on your current financial situation. I hope that I'm not being too forward when I enclose the bill for our services with this letter. Damn. She just kept getting hit with worse. Money is a bitch, and I'm very aware of financial problems. She just kept getting hit over and over with it. Back again. Examine. That's her pills. Miss Circus again. The same book. Read letter. Oh, I can't bloody read that. What is wrong with people's handwriting? I've already got that one. More pills. Shopping list, got that. Whoa, Callum, hi. Didn't see you there.
What have you done with him?
Can't even open the door now. Thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice. It has made me a happy carrot. Not much changed that time round. It's getting like more and more disturbing in the room environment though, I will say that. So that's been burnt. Got blood on his hat now.
Show yourself!
More pills. Can't even examine them. Shopping list. Okay. This is weird. Like, obviously this is her, like, her reliving her, like, past, like, the progression of which she kind of, like, got ill. Whoa. Okay, this, all types of disturbing right here. She did not like babies.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
Yeah, this is really obvious. Oh wow, baby head in a saucepan and baby in the oven. Whoa. So we're going this way now. Where's my flashlight? What door just opened? I can't see shit. Oh, it's there. Okay. What is this? Is that an ice pick? Oh, she burnt Callum's drawing.
Leave me alone!
Hello? No. Can I just take some pills and be happy? It's not the answer. I don't know if she's scribbling over these notes or if Callum is scribbling over these notes. I don't think there's much of a... I don't know. Well, the babies have gone. That's an improvement. Oh, now there's just like meat hooks. There's blood. Can I follow the blood? No? God, that orchestra has really picked it up a notch. Okay. Okay, well, where are we now? Oh, my foot's going numb.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a
Hansel and
time,
Gretel.
but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Kids broke in today. It had been so long since I'd heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast and the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh. This boy from the academy. I put him on the slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirling in the time of his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me. Okay, so someone broke into Atlantic Island Park. Whoa, that was dramatic. Someone broke into Atlantic Island Park, and it brought the kids back to life again. Like the park spirit back to life again.
Horrible mother. Where is he?
Eyes without sparkle. This game as a whole, more interesting than scary. Hansel and Gretel. See, I don't know what's real and what's not. Like, does this park actually exist in real life? Like, at all?
Callum.
Not this version of it, but just does Atlantic Island Park exist?
Callum. Callum. Callum.
Chad! He's got a Batman t-shirt on, kind of. Oh, come on now. Is that supposed to be the witch? What is happening? Can I not? What the fuck?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
That's what the guy at the start said. At the beginning. The very first episode when we entered the park, the ticket guy. Yes, it's a ticket guy!
Take a
He's a
deep
cop.
breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
What just happened? Okay, so... Questions. Does Atlantic Island Park... Is it actually a real thing? Obviously in this game it's in her head, but does it actually exist? She killed Callum. So is she at is she at an office, like a police station, confessing that, or is she saying he's gone missing? But did she even actually kill Callum? And what was up with the dark energy thing? And what was up with Chad? And what was up with the... Was it the witch? The black thing with the hat and the chin. The chins. I have more questions than answers after that last 5 minutes. It was very interesting. That's the word I would probably use to describe this game. It was very interesting. Like, it's a whole different kind of horror, isn't it? Like, through the mind of a mother that's suffering with depression and... like, not being able to handle her son and things like that. I wouldn't say it was a, like, stereotypically scary game. There were parts of it that made me jump, and there were parts of it that were eerie and spooky, but it's very well made. And actually, it does kind of emulate the thought of being in, like, a theme park at night. It does give that kind of feel to it. So for that reason, it's, you know, I did enjoy it, but it was just, it's more, I have more questions than answers after that last 5 minutes. I don't really know what happened. So if you guys can explain that, please do in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories on what you think happened. But yeah, that's going to be it from me for this video. I'm going to pick up with some other horror games later on. When I say later on, I mean tomorrow. There'll be another video tomorrow, another horror game. Just waiting for this loading screen, because sometimes when it cuts out, it actually cuts out my video. When like when the frames stop kind of going, it like cuts out my video. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for this video. If you've got any answers to any of the questions I've put forward, then please leave them in the comments below. I'm really interested by the story about this game, so let me know that in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below as well. Make sure you keep an eye out for the rest of the videos that are coming out this week, and until the next time you hear from me, guys, as always, stay classy, gamers.